Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am super excited to be doing the second part of the previous video, which is everything you need to know about applying for NRF. You guys, thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. It means a lot. We are officially sitting at 1,000 subscribers. That's insane. That's insane. I don't even know how to process this because I feel like I've been anticipating this for such a long time, and finally now that it's happening, it's like, how do I celebrate this? How do I digest this, And yeah, it will sink in. Thank you so much for all the day ones, for all the new subscribers. You guys have been a community and I appreciate you so much. But anyways, I've been receiving a lot of questions since I've posted the NRF video. Those questions really solidified what I thought, that there is like missing information and a lot of people are asking questions. And I'll always say this, guys, go to the NRF website and get to see the Q&A. They have like a question and answer like document. You can like literally search and say NRF question and answer or commonly asked questions. Like they do have a document on that. But there are some few things that I felt were not like really highlighted or emphasized, and some points which I feel like we're missing. So I'm doing this part 2 so that I can really expand on them a little bit further. And the first one is competition. NRF does not fund everyone, guys. Despite the performance, despite good application, there's just a number, there's a limit to how many students they can fund. And getting a 65% average will not really guarantee you that success. For some students it might, because there are a lot of factors that are at play, but just try by all means to get good marks. And NRF is not the only funding that's out there, hence I will do another video sometime this week to just talk about other available funding options for postgraduate students, maybe undergrad as well, depending on what I find. But I know that there's a lot of postgraduate funding compared to undergrad. But also on this note, I want to speak about universities that are less competitive. I mean, everybody knows like that the university are not ranked the same. I know some people take offense on this, but it's true. Universities are not ranked the same. And also, the competition is lesser when, for example, I apply for NRF when I'm at the University of Mpumalanga compared to when I apply for NRF at the University of Johannesburg. I'm just giving an example. So if you're already studying at the University of Mpumalanga, do not mention VETS as the university that you're intending to apply to, even though you know you are intending to further your studies at UJ. Apply where you are. Which brings me to my second point. NRF funds are transferable, meaning if I apply, let's say I'm studying at the University of Mpumalanga. I hope people do not hate me from University of Mpumalanga, but I'm just giving an example. Okay, DUT, let's say DUT. Let's say I am studying at DUT and I apply for NRF and I'm doing my third year, for example, my final year, which is the fourth year. And I want to do my master's or my honors next year at WITS. I would advise you to put Central University of Technology or Durban University of Technology as your place of application, because in my opinion you get less competition when you are at DUT than when you're at UJ, because there is a limited number of students they can fund. So my advice would be put Mangosuthu University, and then once you are successful, then you can transfer your funds from Mangosuthu University and go to UJ. But that would require you to do what? To also apply at UJ for academic space, right? And then when you're successful, you can go to University of Johannesburg and inform them that you actually have NRF from University of Mangosuthu, and they will help you transfer the funds to UJ. Don't say you had this from me, but that's a secret, a powerful secret to actually secure that funding. So in essence, I am saying you can actually take your NRF from one university to another. The fact that you have applied for NRF using University of Venda does not automatically mean that you have to study at the University of Venda. You can always transfer your funding from University of Venda to University of Cape Town, and vice versa is also true. The fourth point that I want to speak about is the issue of research topic or research proposal. A lot of people have been asking me, what if I change my topic? What if I change my supervisor? What if I change my proposal or what I want to study? That's not a problem at all. What you want to do is to make sure that the proposal or the topic or the supervisor or the HOD that you put as reference will help you to get your application reviewed and eventually successful. I've done that. I've changed my topic twice this year. I've amended it twice, I did not have a supervisor when I applied for my PhD funding, and by the time I got awarded, I had an opportunity to add my supervisor. I had an opportunity to change my topic. Literally, you can do that. That is allowed. The only thing you have to do is to communicate with the NRF once you are successful, enrolled, and you know what you're doing. And it doesn't have to be immediately. Like, you can do that in your next progress reporting. So now let's talk about extensions, which is the sixth point. Now, an honors student is given 1 year to finish honors. Nothing more, nothing less. If you do not finish your honors in a year, you will have to pay for whatever the university requires of you. Master students are given up to 2 years with a year of extension. So that means if you're not done as a master student, you can always apply for an extension to say I could not finish, but you have to justify why you couldn't finish. Hence the need for progress reports. So the thing about NRF is I think it's biannual, you have to do the reporting. So they need to track your progress. So even when you apply for like an extension, they need to know what you're left with and why you're looking for an extension. So PhD and master students are given extension of a year. So if you couldn't finish, you will always have money to finish up. The seventh one would be applying for an upgrade. That means, let's say you applied for a full cost. A lot of times you don't even choose which one you're applying for. You would apply and then you'll be awarded either a full cost or a partial cost. So when you receive a partial cost, you can apply for an amendment or adjustment or an appeal of some sort to say I need full cost. And you'll need to justify that based on the documentations and the guidelines of NRF. That is also possible. The ninth point would be how to get references. I've been getting this question a lot. Guys, I think it's very, very easy to get to know who's the HOD. Like, literally, this is public information. Like, it's literally on the internet. Just type HOD, for example, I'm in the Department of Psychology. Type HOD, Department of Psychology, Wits University. You would know who's the HOD, You don't have to have a personal relationship with the person. You don't even have to know them. Those people are there to just simply review whatever that you're proposing. Remember, this is research. Whatever research topic you're proposing or research proposal you're submitting is doable within the field of psychology. I don't know if that makes sense. So it's not for anything deep, really. The ninth one would be rejection. Let's say you are rejected in 2023 for 2024 and you decide to go to school either way without funding. You are allowed to reapply for NRF the following year by creating a new application. So what happens is there are different calls every year. They call them calls. NRF calls, honors call, master's call, PhD call. So those calls would have like different names. You would see them if you go to the website. And then you have to create a new application. You do not go back to last year's like one. You have to create a new application. Oftentimes the profile is updated, but just be sure, like go through the profile and make sure that everything is updated and you resubmit. But I would advise people to actually find out why they were rejected Is it because they do not meet the minimum requirements? Is it because your application was just not good enough? Is it because of the competition? Try to find out. And how do you do that? If you're still studying, you can go to the university research office. If you are not, then you can contact the NRF people. The contact details are on the NRF website, and then try to find out why you were rejected, because sometimes some of you are even rejected like at the university level. The NRF does not even get to see your application. I've explained that there is a screening process. So some of you, sometimes there are no proper documentation because you submit in a hurry or late. Sometimes the proposal is just not good enough. Sometimes the spelling errors, like why do you expect people to read a proposal that is full of grammatical errors? You do not even like read through your work, guys. You're going to be like postgraduate students. So do your due diligence. So find out why you were rejected, and you're always welcome to reapply as long as you do meet the requirements, and also you're still within the age limit. Remember, we spoke about the age limit for first-time applicants. So that is, you're still 28 years and younger for honors, 30 years and younger for masters, and 32 years and younger for PhD. So if you still meet the requirements, you are welcome to reapply. And I always say this, there are workshops that are organized by the universities. People do not even check their student emails. I've received multiple of those, some which I've never attended. Try to attend those workshops, because those workshops will help you make your application stronger, basically. And that's where you would meet these people coming to explain to you what are they really looking for when they're screening the applications, how to make your application better and competitive. So those workshops, they're usually sent to you student emails. So do look out for them and make sure that you do attend. Number 10 would be, if you're funded for honors, you do not automatically qualify for masters. Same with PhD, you have to apply. Just because you're funded this year doesn't mean you're automatically funded for masters or PhD. You have to apply. The last one, and I have to be serious about this one, guys, learn to save money. A lot of you are going to be job hunting. You're going to need it for interviews next year. You're going to need it for data. You're going to need that money for traveling. Just save the money. So yeah, from me to you, thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. Bye.